Dear students, about distributed systems, we are at third unit, and this third unit is explaining about the fault tolerance. Fault tolerance, and here in third unit we are going to discuss about the introduction to fault tolerance, process resiliency, reliable client server communication, and reliable group communication, distributed commit and recovery. Okay, so first of all, we'll discuss what is fault tolerance. Okay, so as you know, what is a fault tolerance? Fault is a fault, an error. Fault is an error. Tolerance, how it is going to tolerate. Okay, how it is going to continue apart from the problem. Okay, so this fault tolerance is explaining about the property that enables a system to continue, that property that enables the system to continue the work, Okay, so this chapter is explaining about the outline, fault tolerance, process resiliency, reliable group communication, distributed commit, recovery. Okay, see, the basic points of this fault tolerance is dependability includes. Okay, see, when a packet is transforming between source to destination, so sometimes what happens, the packet will stuck in somewhere because of some issue, Okay, so how the packet is going to stuck and how it is going to continue the packet in the transformation from source to destination. Okay, how it is going, also explaining about how the availability things are needed. Okay, so how the packet is going to be reliable in the process of the transformation, how the packet is reliable, and how it is safety. Okay, see, when you can discuss about the safety when it reaches at the destination point. Okay, so until it is going to the destination point, so we can discuss about the safety, how it is going to be maintainability. Okay, so how the packet, it is all explaining about how the packet is transforming from source to destination. Okay, source to destination, and it is about maintainability, how it is going to maintain in the process of the transformation. Okay, you can see the diagram here. Fault, that is fault, just now I told you, fault is an error, a problem of the process, Okay, so what happens, there is a chances of failure, of the packet. Okay, so here we can see that it is going from client to server, Okay, how the process is transmitting, how the packet is transmitting, it is transmitting like from client to server, and it is some hurdles, it is there, it is going from like this. Okay, and there are some chances of fault. Okay, these are the chances of fault, and it is going to be stuck in somewhere, in some the reliable. Okay, so and if this process fault tolerance is going to minimize, and it is going to send the packet to the server. Okay, the packet to the server. Okay, so what are the chances of failures? See, that is the independent failure. Okay, sometimes what happens, a failure may be of a packet or a group of packets. Okay, so what happens if the failure occurs? Initially, the failure will be detected. Is it not? The fault tolerance, the first priority, first method is that it has to be detect the packet. Okay, how it is going to detect, and which component, where in the process of from source to destination, where just now we have seen the diagram, where it is going to stuck, in which component. Okay, so in which component and what went wrong, what is the background of that fault is going to be happen, is it not? So it is because of the what problem, it is because of the what the problem, so because of that where it is going to stuck, and when we identify these things, we are going for the recovery, is it not? We are going to recover the packet for smooth way of the from source to destination. Okay, so then we also can have this failure dependent. Okay, that failure one packet is dependent, is it not? So what happens, that fault tolerance has to go through that dependent and it packet, and it has to be made smooth for the packet, otherwise the remaining packets also may be stuck there. Okay, and ignorance increases complexity. If these things will be ignorance, so what happens, the flow will be stopped, is it not? The flow of the packets from source to destination will be stopped. Okay, so what are the taxonomy of failure? What are the things? What are the literature? What are the internal mechanism taxonomy of what the failures is also you can discuss. Okay, see, fault tolerance is also is giving the detection, is it not? Fault tolerance is the process of the execution of the packet from source to destination. It is a continuous process. Okay. So here, first of all, we are discussing about the detection of the packet. Detection of the packet, and after detecting, and we have to recovery. Okay, this fault tolerance is capable of detecting and is capable of recovery and marks the error. Okay, mask the error. What is the definition of the mask? Mask is identifying. Okay, out of the 5, which is the fault of, where is the problem? That packet is problem. So it is masking that. Okay, so it is masking. That is mask the error one. Mask the error one or fail predictability. Okay, or also we can say where it is going to be failing predictability. Okay, so from this we have to designer. Okay, design how the things it has to go smooth at the packet, where it is going to stuck, what are the chances, and how it is going to overcome. It is designer. Okay, and what are the different failures? Okay, what are the different failure types? Failure why, where it is happening like this. So it at the initial stage it is knowing one type of failure type, and it is the middle where it is going to stuck is the one type, and at the destination it is going to stop, the it is one type of failure. Okay, and wherever it is the failure is going to happen, the recovery is going to be action. Okay, recovery is going to acting for the possible failure types, for the possible failure types. Okay, so this where it is going to stuck in the process of the source to destination is also discussed like a fault classification. Fault classification where it is happened, classifying the fault. Okay, transit is knowing that it is the transition, that is the overcoming the fault tolerance. Okay, and intermediate, what are the things are there for from the fault to the continuous process. Okay, whether it is going to permanent or again it is going to stuck, whether the process is going to permanent or it is also maybe chances of the fault. Okay, see here we can see the failure models and what is the definition. What is the definition? Okay, crash failure. Sometimes what happens? Crash failure. What happens? The server may stop. The server halts but is working correctly until it halts. Okay, when it overcome from the problem, again it is going to work properly. Okay, crash failure, a server halts but is working correctly until it halts. Okay, and omission failure, how we can omit the failure. A server fails to respond to incoming request. Is it? Yes, server always will not respond, is it not? When halt occurs, a server will not respond. Okay, and receive omission. When it receives omission, then again it is going to work properly. Server fails to receive incoming messages, a server. Okay, and send omission. Send omission, fails to send messages, fails to send messages, and timing failure. Okay, timing failure, a server's response lies outside the specified time interval. Okay, there is a time specified for the fault, the tolerant. Okay, timing, that is server's response lies outside the specified time interval. Okay, and response failure. Okay, what is the time of the response? It is take the server's response is incorrect. Server is not getting any input from the source to destination. Okay, and value failure. The value of the response is wrong. The value of the response is wrong. That's why the server stuck. Halt. State transition failure. Okay, what is the state of the transition? What is the state where the server deviates from the correct flow of control? Is it not? Because of the server deviates, so that the server is halt and it is not responding. Okay, and arbitrary failure. Arbitrary failure, a server may produce arbitrary responses at arbitrary times. Okay, at arbitrary times. Okay, failure masking. What is the failure masking? Masking is nothing but where the packet is going to stuck and we are going to identify. Okay, the system is going to identify is known as the masking, so that packet can be recovered. Okay, will go from the by using this fault tolerance, it will go continue the way to the destination. Okay, detection and redundant information. Is it not? Redundant detection is nothing but it is detecting where is the problem occurred, and redundant information whether the repetition information is going or check. Okay, redundant information is passing, or error detecting codes. Okay, error detecting codes. See, we studied in OS in last semesters, that is we have error detecting techniques. We studied error detecting techniques. That is parity checking, checksum checking, and first in first out, and round robin checking. Okay, so these are all the techniques are using to find the fault tolerance, the smooth way of the tolerance for this failure, the tolerance. Okay. Okay, so we parity checking. What is mean by parity checking? Yeah, always it will check the even parity or odd parity. Even parity, the bits that he is going to check, it is streamline with even parity and odd parity. Even parity and so in even parity, it will check all the even bits. Okay, in odd parity, it will check all the odd bytes. Okay, like that checksum detecting code is also there. Okay, so what is checksum? The number of bits it will check. Okay, the packet number of bits it will check, and based on the checksum, it is going to detect the fault tolerance. It is going to detect the fault tolerance. Okay, replicas is nothing but how we are going to replicate. Okay, replicate the repetition. Okay, and redundant processing. Redundant processing. Okay, so how we can overcome the repetition and how we can streamline the process, right? Group work and comparison. See, this is the process from source to destination is the way of group work. Okay, it is not as a it is an individual. Where it is stuck is an individual, but from that stuck state and it is going forward to reach the destination. Okay, and that is group work and comparison. And control functions. What are the different control functions are there in fault tolerance from the way the packet is going on. So there are the timers also, is it not? Time frequency also key from source to destination, where in the way of the packet is transmitting. So timers also will be there. Okay, and acknowledgements also will be there. Every now and then that acknowledgement will receive from the source. Okay, so acknowledgement will receive from the source where the packet, how it is going, and where the chances of that fault tolerance. Okay, and the failure, these are also the topics, that is recovery. Okay, how we are going to recover the packet, redundant information. Okay, error coding the codes, error correcting codes. Okay, earlier we studied about the error detecting codes, and according the problem, it is going to solve the problem. Okay, here it is error correcting the codes. Error correcting codes, that error correcting codes also we have in the operating system, some techniques we have. So based on that, that error will be corrected, and that packet is in the way of to destination. Okay, and replicas. Okay, the replicas is going to repeat it the packets. Redundant processing. Okay, redundant information and redundant processing. So based on the correcting, and it is going to process. Okay, the repetition process is going, and time redundancy, whatever the points they consider at the problem, at the fault, is transmitting at the failure masking, is it not? So redundant processing and time redundancy and retrieval. Okay, retrieval, it is the way of the packet is transmitting, and recomputation. Okay, recomputation, that is checkpoint locks. Okay, where the uh, packet is tracked. Okay, where it is going to find out, and based on that it is going to use the checksum point. Okay, checksum point, some techniques it is using, by using the log arithmetic also, some techniques, and it is helps to the way of the smooth packet. Okay, physical redundancy, physically how the packets are going to repeat redundancy, and group work for voting. Okay, so this is the way of the group work, not an individual. The fault tolerance is from the source to destination, how it is going to implement the things. Tightly synchronized groups. Okay, it is also they are tightly synchronized, where everywhere it is synchronized, is it not? It is simplify the things. It is simplify the things so that the transformation of the packet is going on. Okay. See, here we can see the example how the physical redundancy is happening. Okay, from a packet is transmitting from A1 A to B to C. Okay, and here we can see these packets are A1 A2 A3. Okay, A1 A2 A3, three packets are transmitting from this voter. Okay, so A1 packet also can go to this voter V1 V2 V3. A2 second packet is also going from the three orders. Third packet is also transmitting like this. Okay, so then again there is a chances of redundancy, is it not? There is a chances of redundancy, but it is streamlining, water is streamlining, and it is going to B, that is the way from A to B, A to C. Okay, so this is the B where it is going to from A to C, and here also it is going to water B1 to V4, or B1 to V5, or B1 to V6. Okay, in the same way B2 to V4, here also the chances of the redundancy, is it not? And again here going streamlining, and it is minimizing the redundancy, and a single packet is transmitting to C1, C2, C3. Okay, C1, C2, C3, again it is going to the voter, that is V7, V8, V8. Okay, it is the process of the packet is from A to B to A to B, B to C, C to D, on the way like that. On the way it is going to streamlining a packet. Okay. So process resiliency. Process resiliency is known as the redundant processing. That is how it is going to minimize the redundant, and how it is going to streamline in the groups. Okay, and tightly synchronized. Tightly synchronized. Just I mentioned that it is streamlining. It is streamlining, and it is minimizing in the way how the things are going to minimize from the packet from A to C to and going on. Okay, and flat groups. Voting just now we have seen, that is it is the way of transmitting, and where it is going to the chances of the repetition, is it not? A1 A2 A3, and A1 is going to B1 B2 B3, like the. Okay, and primary and a hot standby. Okay, primary and a hot standby, that is execution level synchronization. Execution level, where how it is going to simplify the things, how the things are going to simplify. Loosely synchronized. Okay, so sometimes what happens, there are loosely synchronized. Okay, and loosely synchronized, what happens, so that is a chances of the problem again going maybe happen. Okay, and hierarchical group, how the hierarchical groups is explaining about how where the fault is happened, and where are the chances of the next it is going to happen hierarchically group. And primary and a cold standby. Okay, primary and a hot standby, and here it is primary and a cold standby, that is checkpoint and logs it is using, and technical basis. Okay, that is nothing but the network issues are going to technical basis, and group a single abstraction, where a packet is stucking is giving an abstraction about the where the problem, where it is going to, it is displayed to the source. Okay, and reliable message passing. Reliable, what is the reliability of the packet is passing from A to C. Okay, flat and hierarchical groups. Flat and hierarchical groups. We can see here how a packet is transmitting from A to C. Okay, here we can see flat group. Okay, there are the three, the packets are transmitting A in communication like this. See, from A to B and A to C. Just now we have seen, no? Okay, A, B, C, D, like that. If you consider a packet is transmitting, just now we have seen voter V3, V4, V1, like that. Here also it is transmitting packet from here to here, and here also it is the chances of the redundancy, is it not? Here you can see the communication in a simple hierarchical group. It is from one source to, it is going to deviate the packet from the worker. Okay, that is from 1 to A to B, A to C, A to D, A to E, like that. Here it is A to B and A to C, like that. Here it is going communication as a simple hierarchical group. Okay, and here we can see that flat groups, symmetrical, no single point of failure, and complicated decision making. Hierarchical groups, the opposite properties, group management issues, and join leave, crash. Okay, so what happens at the crash? It is going to struck the packet. Okay, and what is the join and leave? When a packet, the a same packet is going to transmit. Okay, when it is using the voters, there is a chances of the redundancy, repetition, where it is going to join and it is leave, a single packet is transmitting. Okay, and group management, how it is management the packets, okay, in voters, group management. Okay, so the what are the different opposite properties, what are the against things are going to in the way of the transmission. Okay, so what are the hierarchical groups? Just now we have seen, no, the hierarchical communication and the simple communication. Okay, and no single point of failure. Okay, by using this fault tolerance, the packet is going to minimize and it is going to transmit from source to destination. Okay, so process groups is explaining about communication versus management. It is the process of communication from point to point. Okay, from point to point, it is the communication of transmission of the packet, and how it is going to transmit is known as the how it is going to be management. How it is going to be management. And application communication. Application communication is what is the packet from source A to source destination C. It is explained about what type of the application, what type of application it is transmitting from source A. That is message passing. And group management. Okay, what are the things are there in the group from the transmission is known as the group message, that is message passing in groups. And synchronization requirement, just now we have seen how it is going to synchronize, minimize, simplified the transmission of the packet. And each group communication operation in a stable group. Okay, each group communication operates in a stable manner, in a simple manner, in a smooth manner. The transmission of process, the packets is moving. Okay, and failure masking, just now we have seen masking, that is failure packet is identified is knowing as the masking. And K fault tolerant, it is tolerates K fault, there it is using some mechanism which is the problem giving is indicated by K. K fault tolerant is indicated by K. And fail silent, that is where it is stopping, it is going to be K plus 1 components needed. Okay, and that is it is going to increase the next packet, maybe the same packet, that is K plus 1 components are needed. And Byzantine, that is that and the product is that 2K plus 1 components also needed. Sometimes what happens, the packet is stuck in there for a long, the packets, what are the packets are passing from source to destination may be increased, that is 2K plus 1 components are needed. And a precondition, okay, that is atomic multicast. That is identifying early, that is atomic multicast. And in practice, what happens? Probability of a failure must be small enough. Probability of a failure must be a small taking time, and it is going to smoothen the, that is simplified, that is synchronized, and it helps to reach the destination. Here also we can see the agreement of fault systems. Agreement of fault systems. That is, for when Alice is sending a mail to Bob. Okay. So what happens? This is the sequence of the statements may happen. Sequence of statements may happen. See, Alice to Bob. Let's meet at noon in front of. Okay. So in front of Latrates. Latrates is a place where Alice is sending a mail to Bob saying that let's meet at noon in front of Latresti. Okay, what that Bob said? Okay, and ls if Bob doesn't know that I received this message, if he is thinking that ls if Bob is if he is not at all received my message, what happens? Ls is thinking and ls again sending. So, but this ls Bob, I received your message, so it's okay. What this Bob says? I received your message, okay, and Bob is saying it's okay. So Bob is saying if Alice doesn't know that I received her message, she will not come. Again, that what that Bob is thinking, that okay, I received the message and I responded, but when I send the information to Alice, whether she received my message, my response is not. It is the way of thinking from the both sides. Okay, this is the fault data communication. This is known as the fault data communication, right? See, this is also explaining about agreement in faulty systems. How the packets are transmitting from, just now we have seen it is there, it was explained with the voters. Here also it is explaining with the different packets, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. The packets are transmitting, okay, and 1, 2, 1 to 2 is it is going from the it is going the communication, and it is going to receive. Everywhere it is A to 4, it is going to communicate and it is going to receive the respond. Okay, and here 1 to 3 also it is sending the message and it is receiving the response. So that what happens when we are receiving the response, so we can understand that there is the smooth way of the process of the packets, is it not? That it is explained here. This is 1 is got 1 2 into 4, 1 2 into, and it means it is 1 to 4, and 2 it is 1 to 4, and 4 it is 1 to 4. Okay, so here it is 1 to 4 and 1 to 3 and 1 to 4. 2 is also, the second bracket is also going from 1 to 4 and 1 to A, B, C, D, and C. Here it is going from like this. Okay, how the packets are moving from packet to packet, packet to packet. Okay, like that the different packets, how it is going 1 2 3 4, and it is going repetition, and it is streamlining, synchronization. Okay, and this is also the same way how the agreement is going to take place in faulty systems. How the agreement is going to take the faulty systems. Okay, so what is the faulty process here? Here also the same way 1 to 2 and 1 2 to 3 and 1 to 3. Okay, a process of sending and process of receiving. Process of sending and process of receiving the packet information. And here also it is going to for agreement, that is how the things are going in a smooth, that is 1 2 3 got 1 2 1 2 and 1 2 3. Okay, this is the process is going is synchronized. Okay, so the same as it previous slide, but except not to the it is simplifying the things. Okay, reliable group communication. Reliable group communication, how the group of the network is going to communicate when the packet is transmitting. Lower level data communication support. See, in group communication, lower level data communication, yes, it is always there. See, when the higher level is working, the lower level is working, so that the higher level is working. So lower level data communication is communicating, so that it is giving some support, and so that group communication is transmitting, and high reliable multicast. Okay, the high reliable multicast of the LAN. LAN is using the high reliable multicast. Okay, and reliable point to point channels. See the channels just now we have seen A to B to 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the channels how that information is receiving and sending. Receiving and sending is important. Just now we have seen in an example Bob to Alice to Bob. Okay, how the information is transmitting, sending and receiving, sending and receiving. That is point to point channels. And how reliable point to point channels, unreliable point to point channels. Okay, and implemented in middleware or in application. How the things are implemented in the at the initial stage, at the middle stage, at the receiver stage, at the receiver's end. Okay, so how it is going to be reliability, and how it is going to receive the acknowledgements. Receiving the acknowledgements is indicating that the packet received at the end. Received at the end acknowledgement, it is we are receiving, that is last messages or last members. Okay, whether the packet is received or whether packet is lost, other or whether the packet is lost at the middle of the members. Communication consistency, always this communication is consistency, so that the process of the packets are going smoothly. Reliable group of communication, it is the same way how the acknowledgement is we are going to get acknowledged from the okay, we are getting acknowledgement for all is okay, then it is simplified, it is synchronized. Or whether there is a problem during a multicast operation, an old member disappears from the group, a new member joins the group. Okay, if the problem occurs, so where the old member will be disappears, a new connection will be generated, so that the continuation of the packet can be transmitted. And solution is overcome from the tolerance. Membership changes synchronizing multicasting. Okay, when it is going smoothly, okay, so it is transmitting from source to destination. Here also we can see that basic reliable multicasting scheme, how the we can see the history of the buffer. Okay, from sender to receiver, how the packets are transmitting from, see, through this network, from server, sender is using this M25, okay, packet, and it is transmitting from the way of this networking, okay, source to destination. And see, receiver send last 24, and it is 24 is received, and 25 it is going to receive, and here it is received, receiver message, received message 24. Okay, this 24 packet is received, and that message is receiving to the last 23. Okay, so understand this 25, 24, 23, 24. Okay, so like that earlier packet we received, and received message it is transmitting, and message transmission. Okay, here also you can see that sender to the receiver through the network, how the receiver information it is receiving to sender. Is it not? Every receiver is sending the acknowledgement to the sender. Acknowledgement 25, 25, 24, 25. Is it not? So in the same way that the receivers is receiving the acknowledgement. Okay. Here also it is explaining about scalability, how the feedback is going, we are going to receive. See, from the sender through the network, sending receives only the NAC. Okay, through the NAC, that is, it is receiving at receiver's end 1, 2, 3, 4. Receivers suppress their feedback. Receivers are suppressing their feedback. Okay, and it is transmitting through the network from sender, and it is also sender is realizes that it receives the acknowledgement. Okay, here we can see the hierarchical feedback control. Hierarchical feedback control, how the sender to receiver, how the packets are transmitting. Okay, the essence of hierarchical reliable multicasting is local coordinator forwards the message to its children, and local coordinator handles transmission requests. How these systems are coordinating it within the network, and how it is going to be routed. Okay, how it is going to routed and how it is going to send the information to the destination. Okay, through by local area network, then the number of systems is transmitting, and through these routers it is simplifying and synchronizing, and it is reaches the receiver's end. Okay, this is the basic multicast of the packets, how the it is going to work. Group of views also we can see that delivery list. Group of view also we can see that how what are the packets of received, the number of packets received. Okay, so the message will be eventually delivered to all member of the groups, that is message is received. Okay, how the message is delivering also we can see here, the message is allowed to be delivered, that is how, see, from source to destination application, see, the message is transmitting message passing system. Okay, and through this stacks and queues it is going to use the information is storing like this whole backup queue. Okay, and it is receiving, and it is backing up the packets, it is backing up the packets, and it is the the purpose of the emergency, and it is the queue is delivering the packets, and it is transmitting through the queue, and it is transmitting to the application. Okay, application message passing systems. Okay, and this is also explaining about the multicast of reliability of the multicast, and group changes, how the group is changing from of the packets are transmitting, that is reliable point to point communication and group of point to point communication. Okay, how the packets are transmitting, if a message is delivered to one in G group, then it is communicating and it is transmitting the internal of the group. Okay, the group members it is transmitting, then it delivered to all the in G. All in G is nothing but it is transmitting the information within the group, within the group. Okay, so here it is explaining about the join and leave. Just now the earlier we discussed about join and leave. When for the fault tolerance, initially it will be join, and it is overcome from the fault tolerance, it is leaving, and it is helps to smooth way of the packet. Okay, reliable FIFO, that is first in first order, first in first out. Okay, order multicast, that is process P1, P2, P3, P4, how the packets are transmitting, that is sends M1, receives M1, and receives M3 and send M3. Okay, that is packets, number of packets it is transmitting between the processes, between the process, four processes in the same group with two different senders. Okay, with two different senders, that is M1, M2, and a possible delivery is from the different four processes, process 1, process 2, process 3, and how the processor is going to receive the packets. Okay, sending and receiving the information of the packet. See, virtually synchronization multicasting. It is how the things are happening in the reliable multicast. So the reliable multicast is it is basic message ordering is none. Nothing is there in the basic messaging ordering. But what when it is nothing, the total order delivery is also is nothing. Is it not? So FIFO multicast, first in first out multicast is also it is FIFO order delivery. Okay, FIFO multicast through FIFO order delivery, and the total is also nothing is there. Okay, casual multicast is casual order, and atomic multicast is also nothing, and FIFO atomic multicast is ordered delivery. FIFO ordered delivery, yes, FIFO multicasting is ordered delivery. So the total number of packets are transmitted, yes, and a casual atomic multicast, that is the how the packets are transmitting from atomic multicast, that is casual, that information will be there in casual order delivery. Okay, and the total number of deliveries are, yes, there are the packets are delivered, yes. So this is the different there we have seen the vectors, six different versions of virtually synchronous reliable multicasting, how the synchronization is transmitting of the packets from the point to point, in the multicast system. Okay, so what is recovery? Recovery, just now I told you that overcome from the fault tolerance, overcome the simplified the problem, and it is going to continue the transmission of the process. Okay, so recovery is explaining about fault tolerance and recovery from an error. Recovery from an error, that is error free state. That recovery from error is also known as the error free state where there is no error. Two approaches, yes, always there will be there two approaches, that is a packet is transmitting from place to place, two approaches. Okay, and backward recovery, backward it is where some problems are there, so back into a previous correct state. Okay, so when it is a problem, so it is going to the previous the stage, and it is going to streamline, synchronize for the way of the correction of the packet. Okay, so that what happens, forward recovery is going to happen. Forward recovery is going to happen and detect that the new state is erroneous. So that what happens, the new state is transmitted, is synchronized, is a new state, that is erroneous. New state is erroneous, and bring the system in a correct new state, so that it is synchronized and it is bringing the system in a correct new state, so that it is a challenge of that possible error must be known in advance. Okay, so whenever the fault tolerance is going to happening, there is a challenge of what are the possible errors that is going to transmit in the different areas, that is known in the advance, is challenging the possible errors must be known in advance, so that forward and backward and expensive when is needed. Okay, it is also expensive when it is needed. Recovery after a failure is not always possible. So always this system is a smooth way, but sometimes there may be a chances of the fault tolerance is a major problem, in a major problem. Okay, here we can see the sectors. Sector has different values. Okay, how the recovery is going to stable storage, how the recovery is going to stable. Here we can see that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so many packets are transmitting from A, B, C, we can see. Okay, so here how the things A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, the two packets, here it is A is identifying. Okay, that A is a sector is identifying where there is a chances of the problem. A is identifying, and here it is C, it is transmitting, and here in the way of the transmission, here at the receiver side we can see that a bad checksum. D is the bad checksum. So what happens in bad checksum, when the checksum, it is a technique is going to simplify the the tolerance factors, and it is going to simplify, and it is helping in the transmission of the packets. Okay, so just now I told you the different techniques that we will use in the networking process are that it is the even parity, add parity, and checksum, and first in first out. There are the different techniques are using. Here it is using the bad checksum technique, bad checksum technique. Okay, so that it is simplify the errorness. So how it is going to implementing this for stable the transmission of the packets is careful block operations. Okay, so it is to be careful of the in operations, that is careful in read and careful in get block and careful in check parity. Just now it is it not? So check parity, even parity, out parity is a technique, and errorness where there is a errorness. So keeping all these things in mind and finding out carefully in that packet, and it is minimizing the problems in the packets. Okay, so careful in read and careful in write. Okay, so careful in write, that is write block and get block, compare, that is the packet in initial stage to the execution of the packet of read and write, read and write and get and put. Okay, read and write and get and put, this is the sequence of the packets from transmitting from source to destination, where when it is happening in the fault tolerance. Okay, fault tolerance, read and careful write and stable get and stable put. Okay, if it is error failure recovery, read both replicas and compare. If there is a failure recovery, so we have to read the this fault tolerance is read and it will compare and it simplify synchronize the things. Okay, so both good and the same is okay, otherwise what happens that replicas will be transmitted, replicas the repetition packet can be transmitted. Okay, see, checkpointing. So the checkpoint is the way of minimizing the tolerance, minimizing the faults, minimizing the faults. What is the purpose of the checkpointing? Checkpointing is always checking the packet sequence of the packet is in a smooth way or not. Is it not? Checking everywhere, every now and then. Okay, every now and then, that is P1, P2, two processes. Okay, so you can see the checkpoints, checkpoint every now and then in the transmission of the network. So here it is, okay, checking, no problem, checking. Okay, message sent, message sent from P1 to P2, from P2 to P1. Okay, this is the smooth way of the process, this is the smooth way of the process, where it is also is having the time slots, time slots. Okay, the process of the packet is transmitting from point to point with the time slots, and it is giving the checkpoints, it is transmitting. Okay, recovery, here it is a recovery line. See, here there is a chances of fault tolerance and it is recovered. Just now we have seen, no, with the replications the packet and it is recovered the packet, and it is the way of the packet transmission. Okay, and here it is finding the checkpoint by using the simplified the techniques it is using, it is checksum point it is using, and it is getting the packet. Okay, see, this is the way chances of failure, this is the chances of failure where it is giving the information through checkpointing. By using the checkpoint, that we can understand that what is the process of the packet is transmitting from source to destination, and where with the timing consistency also, what is the stage of the packet is transmitting also we can get. Okay, here also this is independent checkpointing, independent how the P1, P2, P3 the processor is transmitting the packets. Okay, here it is, you can see with the different colors, that is checkpoint request, acknowledgement, and checkpoint done. Checkpoint request and checkpoint done. See, checkpoint request and checkpoint done, it is overcoming from the problem. Okay, overcoming, that is okay, there is no problem. And local checkpoint and message. Okay, here it is message transferred, and here it is local point. Okay, so with the different notations we can understand how the packet is transmitting and how this checkpoint is using in between the processes. Okay, so this is the topic that we discussed today, that is fault tolerance and process resiliency and reliable group communication, distributed commit, and recovery. You just go through with the slides and read about this. If you find any thing that you want to more about the topics, my mail ID is there, so that we can communicate, we can go further. Thank you.